We used to do crafts and stuff all the time together. Do you remember that? We used to like have sewing days and craft days, and now we'd rather have spa days. That must be like getting old or something. I don't know. So
I'm not sure. I don't know what stopped. Motivation, extra free time. I think when we were doing crafts, we're like, we have no time, and yet we did it. And I'm like,
right. Now we really don't have time.
Anyways.
I know, right? We homeschool now and other things like that instead of crafting. So,
but we're back to craft with you.
Right, we've had some requests about our canning jars and like a visual of what we can do and kind of like a more step-by-step thing of how to turn a canning jar into something else besides holding food.
There you go. So we're going to revisit the idea of decorating with the canning jars. And so we have 2 different crafts to share with you today and give you some ideas on your own. And this will give you hopefully your own inspiration. So feel free to comment with what you guys have already done or give us suggestions or input. As always, don't forget to click like and subscribe. We love to see you guys come back, and the more we get, the more likely we'll keep doing this.
Right, true story. Mine's a little bit more of an outside project. So I've done some step-by-step and I took a bunch of photos of it. So you're not gonna get to watch me do a lot, but I started off by just thinking of some generic Christmas shapes. And that would be Christmas bulbs, a star, a tree, and snowmen. What I did was fold paper in half so I can draw and cut out. And so I cut out some simple shapes. And first one I'm gonna demo is a tree. And I cut it out on kind of a bright colored paper so you guys can see it easy. So I cut the tree out and I stuck it on the inside of my canning jar. All right, that's kind of important because I didn't want what I'm gonna do next to be able to come off. So after I stuck it on the inside of my canning jar, I took my canning jars outside and I found some spray paint colors that I like, and I spray painted the inside of my canning jar. Not on the outside because it'll scratch off, and like when it's sitting up against things, tiny children touch things. So there is paint on the inside. Okay, and this one was actually like a weird textured one. So it kind of gave it like a cool speckled thing for snow. So I really kind of liked that, but that was just happened to be what I had on hand. So I painted this one and it still has a little sticker thingy. So then when I take my paper out, I have a little circle bulb shape that it looks like you're looking through like a snow window of what's inside. So then what's inside of these? So then I decided what was I gonna put in. Then I took one of my snowmen ornaments and I clipped a little string off and I glued him to the lid of my canning jar. So then it's like a little peekaboo window inside my canning jar, and I just glued a little bow on top, and he's got some little beads down by him that keep it all blue and winter-like outside, so that he has his own little home and his own little window. I even thought those twinkle lights that you can buy, like I can wrap around the bottom and put inside the beads and light him up when I wanted to, and then he'll really look cool. So let's go back to like my little window here. So here's a bulb that my son helped me find, and I put little itty bitty bulbs. You can't see those on that. I've got lots of photos. I put little itty bitty bulbs, and I'm squeeze them on, and then you can see my bulb inside my bulb window. So I just thought that was kind of a fun idea. It all looks frosted and chilly like wintertime. So, and it was super simple and easy. From beginning to end for just one of them, I would say it took me like 5-10 minutes, excluding dry time for the paint. So I did all the cutting and everything, took me just a couple of minutes, and I'm not an artist, so it's a rough cut because you're spray painting around it and you want it to look like it's kind of shadowy and stuff. And then I dried for about 10 minutes in the sun because it's just a thin layer. And then it took me another like 3 minutes to like hot glue everything together. So then I had these really cool little jars that sit upside down on my fireplace or around my television with little windows of Christmas. We get to actually watch Sharla demo, which will probably be more exciting than just looking at my photos.
Not really, it's a hot glue project. Okay, so the one that I decided to do today for you has to do with these little beads. And so it's kind of like making your own mini night lights. So again, we're gonna end up turning the jar upside down. And all you really have to do is hot glue these little crafty beads.
The Dollar Tree, right?
Dollar Tree, so glass gems. So $1 per bag. And I wasn't sure like how many I was making or how big, so I got several options, and really like I even like price compared to the craft store next door to the Dollar Tree, and I definitely would recommend going to the Dollar Tree. And you can also, I'm going to light it up with some tea lights. So these are just little electronic ones. Super cheap, again, 2 for $1. Dollar Tree wins today at this project. If you need other Dollar Tree ideas, you know, click here to watch other Dollar Tree videos. Okay, so as I'm going to go ahead and just glue them on, the point is once I do put this light inside, I even found like blue stars, so it kind of adds to my blue feeling. Anyways, once you put them in, then it creates its own little nightlight effect. Now, granted, these are already kind of fun canning jars.
There we go.
So on its own, I mean, it's already something cute because you have texture, but we're gonna give it some color with the glue. So really, all we're doing is hot gluing little craft beads onto it. Now, one of the fun things I did find is, so they have red and white, so you can totally do really Christmas feel. I also thought these would be fun little like stocking stuffer type gifts or the night before Christmas gifts for the kids to sit by their bed and so they kind of get that extra glowy because they're not going to go to sleep anyways and they're already excited.
I like that idea.
I'm just going to glue for a few minutes and we'll see what it ends up looking like. And you know, we'll just kind of check in. You don't have to watch 100 glue dots around my little jar.
That's awesome, right? It's a good thing it's a wee jar. If you did the twinkle lights inside, you just change out your color lights inside and just do white on the outside, so then you can glow red for Valentine's Day and orange for Halloween.
I know, I really want the twinkle lights. I think they're awesome. And I've seen the lady who I saw hers, she had also found like the solar little light thing to stick in the lid. I was like, oh, so then you keep it right side up, and then it powers it, so maybe you have it like kind of outside, and so at night then it glows.
That's cool.
I was like, I need one of those.
That's a cool idea.
My finger. Okay, so here's the jar.
How funky is that?
It's really funky. It's all like bubbly. And I originally when I saw her images, it looked to me like it was on the inside of the jar. And once I realized it was on the outside, I was like, oh, I like that that's an extra texture to the jar.
Right, and that would be a pain to glue inside.
Okay, so we're gonna light it up for you.
Whoop whoop.
Light it up.
I know, I'm like, should we turn off the light in here to see if we can
And
get
even
better?
tonight I might try and just take a still shot of it.
Oh, okay. Plastic should not beat canning jar.
That's what I think.
Okay, I have another idea.
Yeah, just take that. Oh, smartness. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so this particular star shape actually took up our lid space, but
I like that because now you can just turn it on and off like that.
It's really accessible. I think that's really nice. And we still have little feet for it to stand on.
So the feet were causing a problem where it was pushing it into the lid and not being able to, but you can't even tell.
Ooh, okay, so you probably can't tell very well
right now. You could even cover the lid around the rim.
You could do a whole rim if you wanted.
But I like it actually without this.
I do too, and I like the silver, and even then, like if you want to decorate a little more, put a ribbon around it.
Yeah. We are not professional bow makers.
Shh.
Sorry, she's a professional bow maker. Totally judged this bow.
I was just like, don't let them know. Maybe they won't notice how bad my bow is. You don't have to give it up so easy.
Well, you know.
Fake it a little bit here.
I challenge you to make a better bow and post a picture of it. Ha.
True story. Look at how cute! And I have my bow. I'm like, I'm gonna do my like. We have too much sunlight.
Yeah, that darn sun. Oh, I can see it.
Yeah, it's in there. It's all glowy.
That's cute.
Super cute. So we're gonna take a picture so you can see it in the dark too.
I wonder if I can glue one of those to the top of this jar. But then you can't turn it on and off.
Oh, that would be really difficult to turn on. It would be fun if you could like stack them though.
Oh.
Something like that.
That would be interesting.
That would be interesting. I love how like fat it is now. But look at its original size.
Because this doesn't look like a jar anymore.
No, it just looks like it's supposed to be this little glowy thing.
Right.
That's the goal here.
So from a distance, I would never have like guessed right off the bat that that's a canning jar. This is very obvious it's a canning jar.
Yeah.
That is like, oh, you did that to a canning jar. How cute. That's what that is. I love it.
I know, I think that one turned out super cute. Okay, so here are our cute little craft, our little mason jars for decoration. Simple crafts. Again, like a glue gun, a little bit of ribbon, a little bit of spray paint. These are things that you probably already have on hand. which makes the craft that much but willing. I'm so much more willing to do it if I already have the stuff on hand.
Right, if I don't have to go headed down and spend 20 bucks to do a craft, you're getting it for Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas! If this is on your doorstep, I did not make it.
If you're a friend that got this, please let us know. Be like, oh my gosh, I got their gift on my doorstep. Okay, one of you is getting these. We're making a point now. We're gonna go drop them off.
It'll be fun. It'll be a
Right?
surprise.
And if you watch our videos, then we'll know because you can say thank you on the video.
And if it's just all a surprise and you don't follow our videos, then we just are a little bit heartbroken.
Just a little. We still love you, but
Right?
sad. All right. Let us know what stupid useful craft you do with your canning jars.
Yes, we want to see pictures.
All right. Merry Christmas.